We are here to talk about Dharana. I hope you all survived that wild night. I will say a word about the weather at the end of class. It's not insignificant at this moment. But for now, Dharana. This is the sixth of the 8 limbs of yoga. The first of what's called the antar, the interior limbs, usually translated as concentration. And the sutra said dharana is when the attention is bound in one place repeatedly. Desha bandha. The word is bandha, which means to bind. So there's a bit of energy and effort implied there. And we're going to talk about that force, that energy that's required in dharana. So we're going to work with Virabhadrasana, which there are 3 variations of this hero pose, most often in America called the warrior pose. And I just want to talk about that for a moment. Vira means hero. Virabhadra is the actual name of a mythological hero in Hindu mythology. He is either an avatar of, or an emanation of, or a great devotee of Shiva. In any case, I'm not an expert on that, but it's talking about a particular entity. And so it's not warrior energy in general, at least not the way it manifests most often. Claude Marechal was very clear with us when he said that yoga is the only physical discipline that's not a martial art. And what he meant by that is that most physical disciplines are either a preparation for or a reenactment of or a replacement for war. And combat has never been the goal of yoga preparation. The yoga has always been going towards peace and interiority, not ever towards combat like, say, karate or those other Eastern martial arts. So yes, we're going to work with Virabhadrasana, the hero or the warrior pose, but there's no sense of violence in our sense of focus. Okay. We're going to work with the gaze as we did some last week. Great way to find focus, to practice with focus, to feel what it takes to maintain focus. One other thing along those lines, when I do my own practice, it's dark and I light this candle here. So it's quite easy for me to focus on one point. It's an automatic pratyahara when I can't see anything else really, and the candle light is very dominant. So if you ever have the chance to practice quite early in the morning or even at night, when it's dark, light yourself a candle and practice keeping the gaze on that candle. It will give you a good sense of keeping connection with one point continuously, which is what Dharana is about. The commentators describe it like water dripping repeatedly to the same spot. So the attention returns to the same spot over and over and over and over again. That's Dharana. Desha bandha, binding the attention to one point. So let's do that. Of course, while we bind the attention, there's effort, there's will, there's discipline. We don't want extra tension, so always keep that in your awareness as well. Let's find a place to gaze and set the eyes into that idea of drishti, one-pointed focus on a particular chosen point. In this case, we want to find a point that allows the head the gaze to go down on a long, low angle so the chin is dropped down slightly. And then the gaze, although returning repeatedly to the same space, should not be intense or tight. So soften that gaze. We'll begin with a balanced pose, Tadasana, which in part is supported by keeping the gaze steady. Lips are closed. We'll use Ujjayi breath, slight constriction in the pit of the throat, whispered ah sound. Establish the samastiti, establish the breath and the gaze. And then we'll begin with an inhale, bringing the arms out wide like a T and floating the heels up off of the floor. We'll stay here and exhale. Feel the belly draw inward, shoulders soften, but gaze stays steady. And then the inhale, bring the arms up overhead. And with the exhale, lower the arms, lower the heels. Move in time with the length of your own long, smooth breath. And we do that 3 more times, keeping the gaze steady. Inhale, float the arms up to shoulder height. Turn your palms up, raise the heels slightly. And then stay as you exhale. Balanced across the balls of the feet, belly drawn in, shoulders relaxing. Inhale, keep the gaze steady as the arms lift up overhead. And then exhale, arms and heels come back down. 2 more times. Inhale, arms wide and lift the heels. Stay with the exhale. Inhale and lift the arms. And draw the belly in as you exhale, lower the heels. Continuing to keep the gaze steady the whole time. 1 more time, please. Inhale, raise the arms wide and lift the heels. Stay with the exhale, keep the gaze steady, but relax the shoulders. Inhale, take the arms up overhead. And then exhale, arms and heels come back down. Keep the gaze steady as you return to samastiti. Soften around the eyes. Relax the breath. We're going to move into Uttanasana, the forward bend. Staying for 1 breath in the forward bend. As you stay down in that bend over position, be sure you're relaxing the back of the neck, softening the eyes. You'll be, of course, not looking in front of you anymore, but looking behind you. But really feel relaxed around the whole head. Keeping the gaze steady, the breath smooth and long. Inhale, arms come forward and up. With the exhale, we'll draw the belly in and bend forward. Really relaxing the upper body. Feel the heaviness of the head. Soften your face even while you fix the gaze on 1 point behind you, and stay while you inhale, relaxing the neck. Stay while you exhale. You can hug the belly up, but soften the upper body even more. And then inhale, take the arms forward as you open the chest. Come up to the top and know where your eyes are going. Exhale, bring the arms down the front. And we'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, arms forward and up. Hug the belly with your exhale, bend down. Releasing the neck and shoulders, head hanging. Stay as you inhale. The gaze is steady now behind you. Relax the neck. Stay while you exhale. Feel the heaviness of the head. Relax even more around the neck and shoulders and the face. Inhale, arms up around the ears as you open the chest to come up. Find your gaze point. Exhale, lower the arms down the front. 2 more times. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Exhale and bend down. Feel the heaviness of the head. Relax the arms, let them dangle. Stay for a breath. Gaze softly behind you now. And we'll lift with the inhale, finding the gaze point, and exhale, arms down the front. Relax the shoulders. One more time, please. Inhale, keeping the gaze soft and steady, raise the arms. Exhale, hug the belly, bend down. Upper body relaxed, and stay for the inhale, fixing the gaze softly behind you. Stay for the exhale, relax the neck and shoulders. And come up with the inhale. Exhale, arms will come down the front. Keep the eyes still and soften the gaze. Relax the breath. We're going to go into our first Virabhadrasana variation. We're going to take what's called the second variation first. So turn on your mat and take a wide stance. We're going to begin to introduce here a little bit of a hold after the inhale. Remember, when you hold after inhale, you don't clamp the throat down and you imagine that the breath is continuing to come in, but softer on the throat. So we're not holding in this way. We're just allowing the breath to stay. So keep the hips, pelvis steady as we turn the left toes out towards the left side. They don't need to turn all the way. More important that the pelvis stays steady to the front. No belly button turning to the left. Draw your kneecap up your leg. Put a little energy in that front thigh so that your knee is supported in this position. And then we'll inhale and lift the arms wide. Bend your left knee. Gently press it behind you. We're going to pause just for 2 counts. And then exhale, turn and look out over the left fingertips. Find your gaze point. And then we'll stay. Inhale. And pause for 2 counts. And stay and exhale. Hug the belly. Gently push the left knee back, keeping the gaze soft and steady. Inhale. Bring the head back into the center. And pause for 2. Then exhale, bring the arms down and straighten the leg. Again, inhale, arms wide, bend the left knee. Let it press gently towards the wall behind you. Hold for 2. Exhale and turn the head. Look out over the left fingertips. Soft gaze, stay for 1 breath. Inhale here. Hold 2, remember the breath, just imagine it continuing to come in. Stay with your exhale, gently press the left knee back, soft, steady gaze. Inhale, head back into the center. Pause. Exhale, arms down, legs straight. 2 more times. Inhale, arms wide, bend the left knee. Pause. And exhale, look to the left. Gaze soft and steady on 1 point. Stay for 1 breath. Pause for 2 counts after the inhale. Gently hug the belly, push the left knee back with exhale. Inhale, turn the head to the center. Pause. And exhale, arms down, legs straight. 1 more time. Inhale, raise the arms, bend the knee. Push the knee back. and pause. Exhale, turn and look left. Establish your gaze point and stay for a breath. Hold for 2 after your inhale. Hug the belly to the spine with exhale. Inhale, return the head to the center. And pause. Exhale, arms down, legs straight. Relax the breath. Unrotate the left foot. Step to Samastiti. Center yourself, stand tall. Find a gaze point in this direction. Soften the space between the eyebrows. Relax the breath. And let's go the other side. Take the legs wide again. Keeping the pelvis steady. We'll rotate the right leg out in the socket towards 90 degrees. Not trying to get anywhere in particular. Keeping the pelvis steady. Pull your right kneecap up your leg to support the leg in this position. Inhale, raise the arms, bend the right knee. Turn your palms up and gently push the right knee towards the wall behind you. Pause. Exhale, turn and look out over the right fingertips. Steady gaze here. Stay for a breath. Inhale. Hold for 2. And exhale. Hug the belly, press the right knee back. Inhale, rotate the head to center. Hold for 2. Exhale, arms down and legs straight. 3 more times. Inhale, arms wide, bend the right knee. Press the right knee gently behind you. Turn your palms up, pause. Exhale and look right. Gaze point, stay for a breath. Keep adding the 2-second hold after inhale. Inhale, return the head to the center. Pause. Exhale, arms down, legs straight. 2 more times. Inhale, raise the arms wide, bend the right knee, palms up. Pause. Exhale, turn and look right. Stay for a breath. Include the hold after inhale. Inhale, return the head to center. Exhale, arms down, legs straight. Last repetition on your own. As you're ready, unrotate the right foot. I'm going to keep the legs wide for a moment. Going into a forward bend. Inhale, arms come forward and up. Keep working with a little pause after the inhale. And bend forward down the center with exhale. Find your gaze behind you. Relax your neck and shoulders. Stay for a breath. Keep including a little hold after inhale. And we'll come up to the top on the inhale, returning your eyes to the point in front of you. Hold, lower the arms down the front. 3 more times. Inhale, raise the arms. Keep the gaze steady. Pause. Exhale, bend down the center. Stay for a breath. Inhale, rise to the top. Find your gaze point. Pause. Lower the arms down the front. Twice more. Inhale, raise the arms. Keep the gaze steady. Hold the breath. Bend down with the exhale. Fix the gaze. Stay for a breath, including the hold after inhale. No tension. Let the neck and shoulders relax as you exhale. And lift to the top on inhale, finding the gaze point. Pause. Exhale, arms down the front. One more time just like that on your own place. We'll step back to the back of the mat, Samastiti. Reestablish your drishti point. Soften the gaze on that point. So you're relaxing the muscles of the face. Relax the breath. Ardha Utkatasana. I'm bringing everything back together with our half squat. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up, keeping the gaze steady. Exhale, bend the knees and fold down. Be sure you're relaxing the neck as you fold down. Inhale, raise the arms, open the chest, lift up, straight legs. And exhale, arms down. 3 more times. Inhale, arms forward and up. Again, maintain the gaze point. Hug the belly with exhale, bend down, knees are bent. Relax the back of the neck. And inhale, come to the top. Gaze steady. Exhale, arms down the front. Twice more like that on your own, please. Soft, steady gaze as you relax the breath. Now we're going to look at our next two Virabhadrasana variations, the first one and the third one. The third one is the balance. We're going to do 4 vinyasas on the third and the fourth. We're going to have an opportunity for that balance, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a variation if it's helpful. You can use a chair in front of you. I put it on my mat so it won't slip. So we're not doing this yet. We can just watch and see how we might use this. So we will be going into the Virabhadrasana. We're going to go into Parsvottanasana, coming back up into Virabhadrasana, and then we're going to come into the variation, which is a balance. So you may be fine to balance, but if balancing is hard, you could practice with a chair in front of you to try to get that straight line along the spine and along the leg. So your choice, if you want to try that with a prop in front of you, feel free to do that. We're going to continue with that hold after inhale. Steadying the pelvis, we'll turn the left toes out slightly, step the right leg forward, find that steady, comfortable stance. No balancing on the first 2 repetitions. Keeping the gaze steady, we'll inhale, raise the arms forward and up and bend the front knee. Coming into Virabhadrasana, the first variation, we're going to stay with the exhale, keeping the gaze steady, and stay with the inhale. Taking a moment, that little hold. Then exhale, we're folding into Parsvottanasana. Fold down, bringing the hands to the floor or to the leg, and then stay with the inhale. Pause briefly, and stay with the exhale. Inhale, raise the arms, bend the knee, opening the chest, and this time we'll let the gaze go slightly upward. Let's stay with the exhale, and stay with the inhale. And exhale, arms down, letting the gaze return to the gaze point, and relax. Again, inhale, raise the arms forward and up, bend the front knee, keeping the gaze steady. Pause and then stay for a breath. Exhale, hug the belly. Stay and inhale. Brief pause. And then we're going to exhale and bend down, straightening the right leg. Find a place to steady the gaze here and stay for a breath. Add that small pause after inhale. Keep the eyes still. Inhale, lift up to the top, opening the chest. Letting the gaze lift towards the ceiling slightly and stay. Exhale. Stay, inhale. Take a brief pause. And then exhale. Lower the arms and straighten the leg. Now we're going to add the balance. So you can use the prop. You can try without the prop. If you want to just stay in the first variation of Virabhadrasana, also that's quite fine. Inhale, raise the arms. Bend the front knee. Keep the gaze steady. Pause after your inhale. Stay while you exhale. And stay with your inhale. We're going to go into the balance with the exhale, tilting onto your front foot, extending the back leg out behind you. Gaze steady here when we take a breath. Inhale. Pause briefly. And exhale for the steady gaze, which is now down at the floor. Inhale, we'll reach the foot to the floor, open the chest. And exhale, we're going into the Parsvottanasana. Straighten the front leg and bend forward. Fix the gaze behind you. And stay for a breath. Inhale, raise the arms, bend the knee, lift up and open the chest, open the front of the throat. Stay here. Find the support in the belly, soften the shoulders. Stay with the inhale, taking your 2 seconds. And exhale, lower the arms, let the chin drop down the shoulders, soften the legs straight. Finding your original gaze point, and let's do it one more time like that. Keeping the gaze steady, inhale, raise the arms and bend the knee. We'll stay for a breath. On exhale, moving into the balance. Fixing the gaze at the floor and stay for a breath. We inhale, lower the foot, bend the knee, raise the arms and open the chest. And exhale, straighten your leg and fold down. Stay for a breath here, relax the neck, fix the gaze behind you. And inhale, lift up into full Virabhadrasana, front knees bent, opening the chest, gently opening the throat, gaze slightly upward, and stay for a breath, including the hold after the inhale. Then with the exhale, the arms come down, the leg straightens. Gazing at your original point, soften the eyes, relax the breath. And then let's bring the right foot back to join the left and come to Samastiti. Relax the breath, keep the gaze steady. Hands on the hips, keep the pelvis still as you turn the right toes out and step the left foot forward. First 2 repetitions, we won't move into the balance. Just the first Virabhadrasana and the forward bend. Gaze soft and steady in front of you and keep it there as you inhale and raise the arms. Bend the front knee. And we stay for a breath. Hugging the belly on the exhale and softening the shoulders. Staying with the inhale and taking that little hold after the inhale. And then with the exhale, folding down. Straightening the front leg. Gaze focused behind you. Stay while you take your breath. Continue to include the hold after inhale. With the inhale, lift up again, bending the knee, open the chest. This time gently open the front of the throat. Hold and stay for a breath here. Exhale from the belly. And inhale. Open the chest. Hold for 2. Exhale, arms down. Drop the chin, straighten the leg. Relax the shoulders. So we're practicing finding an intensity of purpose without any tension. Same thing again. Keeping the gaze forward. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up as you bend the front knee. Pause, then stay for a breath. Hold after inhale. And then bend down with the exhale, straightening the front leg. Find your gaze point behind you. Stay for a breath. Then we lift to the top on inhale, bending the front knee. Open the front of the throat gently. Stay for a breath here. And with exhale, the arms come down. Chin down, bend the knee. Including the balance this time. With gaze steady in front, inhale, raise the arms forward and up and bend the front knee. Pause and stay for a breath. Exhale into the balance. You want to go into the forward bend instead or stay in the warrior, you can do that. And we take a breath. The gaze is down towards the floor. With the inhale, the back foot reaches back down to the floor, front knee bends, chest opens, and then exhale, straighten the front leg. Move down to the forward bend. Gaze behind you. Stay for a breath. Hold after inhale. Lifting to the top on the inhale, bend the front knee. Open the chest gently, open the front of the throat. We'll stay with exhale. And inhale, including a little hole. Exhale, arms down, legs straight, drop the chin, soften the shoulders as you lower the arms and straighten the leg. One more time like that. Gaze staying forward, inhale, raise the arms, bend the knee. Pause and stay for a breath here. We go into the balance. With the exhale, tilt onto the front leg. Gaze is towards the floor. Find one steady point and stay for a breath. Then we inhale and reach the back foot down, bending the front knee, opening the chest, and exhale to the forward bend, straightening the front leg, fold down. Gaze behind you, stay for a breath here, include the hold after inhale. And inhale, lift to the top, open the chest, open the throat gently. Take a breath here. Gaze soft and steady. Exhale, the arms come down. Chin drops, shoulders soften. Gaze returns to its original point. Soften the face, soften the shoulders. Step your left foot back to join the right. Come to Samasthiti. Steady gaze, soften the face, relax the breath. Now we're going to begin to work on a more inward gaze. So we're going to come down onto all fours. Prepare for downward facing dog. We're going to stay for 4 breaths in the down dog. As we stay in the breath in down dog, we're going to look down towards our navel and actually roll your eyeballs in the downward dog. We're going to be closing the eyes and moving them around the head. So our first focus is going to be towards the navel as we go into the downward dog. Keep working with a hold after inhale. You can increase it to 4 if that feels comfortable to you. Close the eyes. Stay as you are and inhale. With your exhale, tuck your toes and move into down dog, lifting your hips towards the ceiling, tucking your chin and directing your gaze towards your belly button. And stay for 4 breaths. Keep directing the gaze down towards the navel. If it's comfortable, hold 4 after your inhale. closed, rolling the gaze towards the navel. Then it's an inhale that brings your knees to the floor. And exhale, bring your hips back to your heels. Relax in child's pose. Soften the face. Relax the gaze with the eyes closed. You will feel an impact as you gaze in different directions with the eyes closed. If it starts to feel like tension rather than attention, then just soften the gaze as you need to. Okay, let's go on to the back. We're going to begin with Vipassana, so nothing behind the head as you do this exercise. We're going to begin here working with the space between the eyebrows, Ajna chakra. Eyes will be closed the whole time, and we're going to be holding the breath 4 counts after inhale while we focus the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. As we begin, the gaze is relaxed. Eyes are closed, but the gaze is relaxed. With the inhale, we're going to raise the hips and stretch the arms back towards the floor behind you and roll the eyebrows to look to the space between the eyebrow. And once you're up, hold for 4. Continue to look at the space between the eyebrows with your eyes closed. And then as you exhale and come down, relax the gaze, lowering the arms, lower the hips. Relax the gaze, eyes are closed the whole time. Let's do it 3 more times. Inhale, raise the arms and the hips and direct the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Hold the breath for 4 and maintain the gaze at the point between the eyebrows. Then relax the gaze as you lower your arms and your hips. Twice more, please. Inhale, raise the arms and the hips. Direct the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Hold for 4. Lower with your exhale. Relax the eyes. One more time. Inhale, lift the arms and the hips. Direct the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Keep it there as you hold the breath in for 4. And then lower with the exhale. Relax the eyes. And relax the breath. Keep your eyes softly closed. Let the body relax into the floor. Now we're going to do the same exercise with the eyes and the breath as we do a double leg raise to the ceiling. And in this case, I want you to be really careful that as you direct your gaze towards the eyebrow, that you don't roll your head back. We don't want the chin pointing up towards the ceiling. So here it will be fine to put a pillow behind your head if that helps. We'll start with the knees drawn into the chest, one hand behind each thigh. The eyes are closed. We want to feel the back of the sacrum down on the floor, not into a really big flat back, but a relaxed bent knee position with the sacrum down, eyes closed. Hands on the backs of the legs. Keeping the back of the neck long, so don't let your chin jut towards the ceiling. Let's inhale, stretch the feet up towards the ceiling, straighten the legs, and roll the gaze between the eyebrows, and then hold there for 4. And then relax the eyes as you exhale and bend the knees. Softening the neck and shoulders. And let's do that again. Inhale, straighten the legs. And bring the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. And hold for 4 with the gaze there. Then with the exhale, bend the knees. Soften the gaze. Twice more. Inhale, extend the legs up. Roll the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Hold the breath in for 4. Exhale, bend the knees. Relax the eyes. Soften the shoulders. One last time. Inhale, straighten the legs, supporting the hands at the backs of the legs. Bring the gaze to the point between the eyebrow. Hold for 4. Exhale, bend the knees. Relax the eyes. Soften the shoulders. And hug your knees into your chest for a moment. Soften your face. Relax your breath. And bring your feet down to the floor. Pause and relax a moment like that. Open your eyes and then turn to your side, and we're going to come up into a seated position. We're going to work with a twist and direct the eyes, and I'm going to see if you can feel the connection between the back of the neck and the eyes. We'll start with the left leg straightened out in front of you and the right foot crossed over so it's on the outside of the left thigh. If it's helpful for you to be up on a cushion here, feel free to do that. I want to feel the sit bones reaching down and the crown of the head lifting up. If you feel like you can't support your spine upright, that would be a good sign to sit up on something. We're going to use the left hand on the right knee. Feel the head balancing well on top of the spine. We'll take an inhale here. Hold for 4 with the gaze steady. Then exhale, we're going to turn to the right side, hugging the right knee and close with the left hand and look all the way over the right shoulder. And we'll stay for 4 breaths here. Keep the eyes looking behind you. Inhale and hold for 4 after inhale. And stay and exhale. If your eyes get tired, just relax them a little bit. On your inhale, be sure you're looking out over the right shoulder as far as you can. And then hold for 4. 2 more breaths. Stay as you exhale. By the way, of course, blink as necessary. Stay and inhale. Keep looking over the right shoulder. Hold the breath for 4. And exhale. Then 1 more breath. Inhale. Keep looking over the right shoulder. Hold the breath for 4. And then exhale. And inhale. Bring yourself back into the front. We're going to bend both knees, feet on the floor, and just bow down. Close your eyes, relax your neck and shoulders. And then sit up and straighten the right leg out in front of you. Or take the left foot, cross it to the outside of the right foot. We're using the right arm or hand on the left knee. Tall spine. Inhale, gazing in front of you. And hold for 4. Then exhale, turn to the left. Turn your spine and turn your head, look as far over your left shoulder as you can. And we'll stay for 4 breaths. Inhale here. Hold for 4. Keep looking over the left shoulder. As far behind you as you can. Stay while you exhale. Again, inhale. Looking over the left shoulder. Hold for 4. And exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Keep gazing as far behind you as you can. Hold for 4. And exhale. If you need to relax the eyes, do it on the exhale. One more breath. Then we use an inhale to come to the center. Relax the gaze, bend both knees, and bring your forehead down towards your knees. Close your eyes, relax. And then come down onto your back, hugging the knees into the chest for Apanasana. Here we're going to close the eyes, but just relax them. So we want the eyes relaxed, the face relaxed, the feet relaxed. With the exhale, hug the knees in close. Let's hold the breath out for 4 after the exhale and the inhale here. Relax into that hold. Inhale, float the knees away from the chest. Keep your shoulders soft, your face and your feet soft. Hold for 4. Hug with exhale. Keep the face, shoulders, feet relaxed. Soften into the hold out for 4. And inhale, float the knees away. Hold for 4. Stay easy, eyes closed and relaxed. Do that 2 more times. Relax into the hold. Soften the feet and the face. We're going to bring the feet down to the floor. And straighten the legs out. As we enter into Shavasana, we're going to palm the eyes, placing the rims of the hands around the eye socket. Don't press on the eyeball, but cover the rim of the eye socket with the rim of the palm. Gently let yourself rest there for a moment, relaxing the eyes. When you're ready, you can release the arms, bringing your hands down onto the floor, comfortably away from the center line of the body, relaxing the shoulders. Make sure that the legs are comfortably separated, relaxed from the hips down to the feet. Eyes closed here. Breath relaxed. Maintaining a strong inner focus, but softening into that attention rather than being rigid around it. Observing the breath, observing the internal gaze. Keeping the breath relaxed, slowly bring your fingertips to the point between the eyebrows and just feel that point. We're going to be working some more with the gazing at the point between the eyebrows. So I want you to have a sense of where that point is. As you're ready, take the arms and reach them up overhead and take a long stretch. Reach yourself nice and long through the whole length of the body. And relax the arms down. Roll briefly onto the right side with your knees bent. And then come up slowly to a seated position. Sitting well on a cushion or a chair so that you're even on your sit bones, lifted through the spine. Once you've found a steady, comfortable position for pranayama, we'll work with the pranayama, in the pranayama with the eyes closed. And we're going to be inhaling and drawing the gaze towards the space between the eyebrows and holding for 4 like we did in a couple of the postures. And then if it's okay for you, you're going to keep your gaze there while you do your exhale as well. If you need a break, then just let the eyes roll down during the exhale. If all of that creates too much tension, if you already carry a lot of tension between the eyebrows and they feel tense, you could do the same exercise by bringing your attention down to the base of the sternum or towards the navel and just keep your gaze fixed on one of those points. So eyes closed, gaze fixed on an internal gaze point, and we're going to work with 4-second hold after inhale. Let's bring the hands into Mirgi Mudra with the index finger bowed down to the thumb, palms up if that's comfortable, or turn them down if that's better for your shoulders. So we have a tension in the hands. Once you have the posture settled, we'll close the eyes. Return to the use of Ujjayi breath. Remember, as we hold the breath after inhale, please do not clamp down on the throat. No glottal stop. The chin is dropped down and will stay dropped down. Using an Ujjayi inhale, let's draw the gaze to this point, to the point between the eyebrows. Then hold for 4. And maintain the gaze as you exhale. Relax the shoulders. If you need to relax the eyes, then they go down as you exhale. And inhale, gazing at the point between the eyebrows. And holding for 4. And exhale. Keeping the gaze towards the point between the eyebrows if that is okay for you, lowering them down to the base of the sternum or the navel if that's better. Again, inhale, gazing at the point between the eyebrows. Maintain for 4. And exhale, hugging the belly in, letting the shoulders drop. Gaze can stay rolled up to the point between the eyebrows if that's working for you. And continue like this on your own. We're going to relax the breath, relax the gaze, and let's palm the eyes again for a moment, bringing the rim of the palm around the eye socket, no pressure on the eyeball, just relaxing the muscles around the eyes, softening in the eyeballs. And keep the eyes relaxed, or the eyes closed as you lower your hands back down. And we'll enter a meditation practice, Dharana, keeping the gaze, or returning the gaze to the point between the eyebrows and maintaining it. Now the breath is relaxed. Focus between the eyebrows. If it becomes intense, then you can relax the eyes and take a break as necessary. Noticing what it's like to bring the attention to that one point and stay with it. If the internal gaze falters, just resume it. We'll relax the gaze and once more palm the eyes. Eyes are still closed, but now soft. Lower the hands to the heart center. Slowly open the eyes. Namaste. Now, a quick word about the weather, the season. Some people say that when they do this practice, some of my students, that they actually feel heat. If you had that sensation, this might be a good practice for right now. We're in this transition between Vata and Kapha season. Some of the characteristics of Vata are mobile, dry, and cold. And Kapha is heavy, wet, and cold. So the common characteristic is cold. Other than that, they're quite different kinds of energies. And you might feel them both. But one thing that would be really helpful to counterbalance the effects of each is to make sure that you're staying warm. So be sure that you're staying warm, and you can do some warming practices. For example, holding after the inhale. Maybe you found that that was a little warming, or this gazing between the eyebrows might be warming. Vata if you're feeling very dispersed and anxious and not able to concentrate, then you might need to, you know, wrap yourself up in some blankets. If you're feeling lethargic and heavy and kapha is dominating, then go ahead and warm yourself up by going for a brisk walk. If you can walk briskly through the slush and the mud. Probably in both cases a cup of hot tea would be a good idea. So good luck with this transition. We'll be in it for a while. So that's Dharana. We have 2 more limbs to talk about, and I hope that you all have had the opportunity to at least know about this at this point. Tomorrow we're beginning a sutra reflection, which will start at the beginning of book 1 and go all the way through Samadhi, which is actually Sutra 3.3. Each day for the next 108 days starting tomorrow, there's going to be a sutra and a reflection offered, and then we'll meet on Monday mornings optionally to discuss the sutras. So if you don't know about that and you want to know more, please let me know. It's programmed to start tomorrow, so the time is now. All right, thank you. Thursday we'll talk about Dharana, which is the next of the limbs.